On June 6, 1984, on a lonely windswept point on the northern shore of France, gray old warriors gathered to witness a commemoration of a landmark moment in history that itself would become a landmark in history, as President Ronald Reagan paid tribute to the greatest generation. Early in the morning, exactly 40 years before, on the shores below, 225 Rangers jumped off their landing crafts toward the cliffs above. Their mission: to scale the cliffs and take out the enemy guns covering the beaches where the Allies were making their D-Day landings. As they began their climb, enemy soldiers appeared above, pouring machine gun fire on them. When one Ranger fell, another would take his place. The men, under the command of Lieutenant Colonel James Rudder, continued their climb, taking the cliffs and eventually taking out their primary objective, a battery of 155mm artillery pieces that were to cover the Allied landings on Utah Beach, saving countless American lives on the shores below. Of the 225 Rangers who embarked for Pointe du Hoc, 190 made the climb. After 2 days of relentless fighting, only 90 were still able to bear arms. The actions of the men of the 2nd Ranger Battalion were among the most legendary of the Second World War, a legend that only grew on the anniversary of D-Day 40 years later, when President Reagan took to the podium to pay tribute to their service and sacrifice.
Behind me is a memorial that symbolizes the Ranger daggers that were thrust into the top of these cliffs. And before me are the men who put them there. These are the boys of Pointe du Hoc.